As someone who does not typically speak out on political matters, I find myself at a point where silence feels like complicity. I am not writing this from the lens of left or right, red or blue. I am speaking as a voluntarist, someone who believes in consent-based interactions, individual sovereignty, and the rejection of coercion as a means of governance. It is deeply troubling that political leaders and judges, those who are sworn to uphold justice and protect the rights of the people, routinely turn a blind eye to the countless Americans suffering under state-sponsored injustice. Families are torn apart, lives destroyed, and futures erased, not because of violence, theft, or harm, but because of non-compliance. Because someone chose not to obey. In today's America, you can be imprisoned, extorted, or lose your children for refusing to comply with arbitrary mandates, for standing up to unjust laws, or for living in alignment with your conscience. Meanwhile, many of the same leaders who stay silent on these injustices suddenly find their voice passionately and publicly when it comes to defending individuals who have actively broken the law, even those here in violation of immigration policies. Let me be clear, I am not against compassion. I am not against extending grace. I am not against helping those in need. But what I am absolutely against is the selective application of justice, a system where peaceful, tax-paying citizens are sacrificed to preserve power and control, while criminal behavior is excused for political expediency. What does it say about our system when someone who questions authority or challenges the state's monopoly on morality is villainized, while those who knowingly engage in criminal activity are granted sympathy and sanctuary? As a voluntarist, I reject the notion that morality can be legislated. No one should be forced to fund their own oppression. No one should be punished for victimless crimes. And no one in a position of power should have the right to remain silent while injustice unfolds, unless they are willing to admit they serve the system, not the people. This is not about nationalism. This is not about race, religion, or immigration. This is about principle, about truth, about honoring the natural rights of every human being, especially those who choose peace over compliance. So I ask the political class, where is your courage when Americans are jailed for nonviolent resistance? Where is your compassion when families are destroyed by bureaucratic overreach? Where is your advocacy when peaceful citizens are treated like criminals? Because if you cannot speak up for the innocent, your defense of the guilty rings hollow.